10:30 Costa Rican time. We're on our way to meet up with YouTuber and rock climber Noah Kane in the cloud forest of Monteverde to climb some trees. We had been in Costa Rica for about 10 days, bolting the crag in Playa Flamingo, and then deepwater soloing in Liberia before we drove to the cloud forest of Monteverde. We knew that there were these amazing, beautiful strangler figs there that some of the local climbers had developed techniques to climb like rock roots. Mason, nice to meet you. Oh,
hey,
shit, dueling cameras.
Dual camera. Hey, how's it going?
Hi,
I'm Noah.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure
hey, Evan,
to meet you.
how's it
Thanks
going?
for having us.
Yeah, guys, of course.
This place is incredible.
Yeah, this is my parents' place.
Oh, okay.
You can go down and check out the tree that's here that we could climb. It's climbable right now.
Cool.
But then we also have one that we might go down and check out later that's like just the most insane tree you guys will ever see.
I'm so excited.
Insanely overhanging.
Oh,
It's just such a playground for climbing. Yeah, so.
Cool.
But let's go check out this one first. It's right back here.
The landscape in Monteverde is really cool. We're up here at the mountains. We're at about 4,000 feet.
It's a really lush and green rainforest.
And the nature of the forest is remarkable. There's such a biodiverse environment here. There's a fun fact that there's more biodiversity, more diversity of plants here than in the entirety of North America. Growing up here was like a paradise. Running around in the forest as kids, playing games, climbing little trees, you know, climbing as high as we could get until we got too scared.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You gotta look straight up this. Wow! The tree is like made for climbing.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So fig trees like these begin their life on top of other trees, and they use those trees as supports, and then eventually they shoot their vines down, right? So all of these
grew down.
yeah, so all of these, they grew down, and then eventually they can recognize each other and they morph together. So like as kids, like inevitably we would like climb these trees on the inside, right? Like some of my earliest memories is like being on top of it, being like 4 or 5, being on top of the tree like, hey guys, and because they're hollow and they're amazing.
My name is Rafi Vargas. I am from Monteverde, Costa Rica, and I started tree climbing when I was really young, probably like 5 or 4. The history of tree climbing here in Monteverde goes back a long way. It began with mostly researchers who wanted to access the canopy of the trees in order to do research and figure out what was up there. But then my friend Izzy and I and other friends here from Monteverde, we started sport tree climbing these trees.
Rafi and Izzy got a hold of some climbing gear, and they were really the ones who sort of started to experiment with some systems, wrapping slings around sections of the strangler figs as a form of lead climbing protection, and sort of opening the door of like, oh, we can actually take falls and be safe, so what's the hardest possible thing we can try? And I think that mindset shift, really opened the door for what has become like a cool little niche sport of tree climbing here.
Oh boy. Oh my god.
Wow. Oh my god. I'm so excited. Very cool. An actual tree fort.
Yeah, this is a good tree fort. Oh, there's a bar.
Yeah.
This whole structure was built by a really good friend of ours. His name is Lynx, and he's a master boat builder. By the shape of it, you can feel that like kind of like sailboat feeling to it.
It's even got some sailboat noises.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the creaking. Yeah, and then when the winds come in, it really feels like you're sailing. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Is this what we're Is this what we're climbing?
Yeah.
Wow. The first tree that we got taken to was this beautiful overhanging tree called Perseverance, and it's this wildly overhanging arm of a strangler fig.
Full-on horizontal roof overhang, and you can climb the underside of the whole tree. It's really been one of the biggest test pieces for us as we've gotten stronger.
And then the end section is pretty hard. I've actually never done it. It's kind of just like compression around the like small part, some heel hooks.
That looks hard. If you're a climber, you look at these strangler figs and you're like, wow, they have such pleasing features. They have these like perfect handlebars that are like the size of our hands, and they're kind of just like begging to be climbed.
Wow. Nice.
Ouch. The trees encourage such a playful attitude, you know, because you're not using climbing shoes, you're not using chalk. There's something that's like less serious and less official about it. You know, it just feels really free, feels really unencumbered. Almost every climber can appreciate just how pure in essence climbing trees is.
Yeah, the real question is, can you get out?
I know. I'm getting deeper in here. You're gonna have to loop me up.
Yeah.
It was really special to me to watch Ethan climbing these trees, because it's a person that when I started rock climbing, I would watch some of his videos of him bouldering and doing high balls and so on. And that was pretty inspiring, and it was really magical to now have that world, which to me was like the rock climbing world, now be here and merge with the tree climbing world. And also the way that they experienced it and the way that they expressed the experience itself, the way that they expressed how much they liked it, how much of it was such a new experience for climbers who have been climbing for decades now. So yeah, that was pretty magical to me.
Oh wow, tiny threader. Wow, that was hilarious fun. That was so fun. Oh my God. That was hysterical. You can't get that sort of experience on rock very many places. But that was, yeah. That was like just outrageous tufa climbing, but in a tree.
Way to make it look beautiful.
Wow, I'm a sweaty beast right now.
Craziest climbing ever.
Yeah, so fun.
Screw rock.
So cool to see so many people send it like that. Some strong people, man. Yeah.
One of the big differences between like tree climbing and rock climbing is that the tree itself it's a being, it's alive, right? We really want to respect that entity that the trees are. Because of it, we try to keep the tree as it is. We climb without any chalk, we climb barefoot, and whenever we put protection on the tree, we make sure that we are using soft protection. So we like to use nylon, like webbing, or sometimes we use Dyneema too. And we make sure to extend it far enough so that the metal carabiner won't touch the tree. Whenever we climb it, we try to climb it with the most respect towards the nature that is there and towards the entity that is these trees.
So be gentle, like go by feel.
Okay.
And then you're gonna see it's about
ask for permission first.
Ask for permission.
Yeah, okay.
And you're just gonna
just
like,
girth hitch it.
Okay.
Okay.
You can go all the way inside. You can wiggle your body in, and it's a great rest.
Oh wow.
So some
No
people
kidding.
call it the pod, some people call it the tomb.
Okay. The tomb.
Noah calls it the fear cave because you can hear your own heart pounding and realize how scared you are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to lead up. What is something flaco?
Yeah, árbol flaco.
Alvo?
Árbol?
Arbol, yeah,
tree?
Like tree, yeah.
Yeah.
Skinny tree.
Arbol flaco, the classic tree test piece of
Árbol
the area.
flaco, or the skinny tree. I'm actually looking at it right now. It's this spectacular tree that's here on the property, my parents' property actually.
Out of all the trees I saw in Monteverde that have been climbed, this was the one that really stood out to me. It rises up out of the canopy at like a kind of overhanging angle.
In reality, the route is no more than 80 feet, I would say, but it just looks super exposed and it feels super exposed when you're up there.
It's just like, it's such a beautiful specimen. And that was the one that I was definitely most excited about climbing. Treealization.
Yeah.
Tree use!
Tree use. Guys, I'm loving the wordplay today. It's been enough.
We can't stop with the puns.
Yeah.
No, that's all.
Right, dude.
Sweet.
Rock on.
Thanks.
Yeah. Have fun, man.
Here I go. Woo! Nice start holds already. Before I started to climb on Arbol Flaco, there were clouds passing over and it wasn't really raining, but right after I started climbing, there was some like sideways rain that was getting blown in by the wind.
But I was trying to film his flash attempt with my drone, and it honestly looks like the most insane, rainy, windy experience ever. I think it was actually pretty dry on the underside of the tree for Ethan, but in the drone, you can see so much rain is getting on my drone. Honestly, I was worried that the thing would just get too waterlogged and just fall out of the sky.
Everyone that was watching from the ground was just getting soaked by this rain that was passing over. And when I would start to sort of traverse around the side of the tree at the end of the crux to find more holds to grab and more like threaders to sling for gear, I did start to grab some wet branches. The whole time I was on the tree, I could feel the tree like swaying back and forth with the wind, and it was a really like fun and exhilarating experience. It was just like, I don't know, I was kind of in heaven. I was like, this is like, as far as like a pure climbing experience goes, this is up there with some of my most memorable.
No way, Ethan! No! That must be the wettest bang in the history of the world.
Yeah, Ethan. Dude.
sick, man.
Thanks.
That was good stuff.
Thanks for the beta and the belay.
Yeah, of course.
That was
man.
outrageous fun. Oh my god. That was so fun.
Yeah,
that was like one of the most fun times I've ever had rock climbing.
Wow. Dude.
Not rock climbing, tree climbing. Climbing.
Huge.
Just oh shit, sorry. At the very end, I got some rain and like some of the holds were wet, but it's like they don't really feel much. The wet holds don't really feel much different than the dry holds.
That's what I'm saying.
Doesn't like make much of a difference. Emerges victorious. Wow, the sunset's super pretty too.
So what do you think of tree climbing?
So fun. So cool. Such a unique experience. I mean, you're up there and like it was so windy. I was just like hugging the tree and just getting like swayed around and I was like, this is sick.
Dude, I have some of the most insane drone shots
Nice.
I've ever captured.
Nice.
And it just looks like you're getting hounded because the wind,
Yeah.
you might not have getting actually rained on, but the rain in front of the camera is going
Wow.
like this, and behind the tree,
Yeah.
it just looks like it's going so fast.
Nice.
It looks like you're
So
just on
sick.
a vision quest.
I felt like I was on a vision quest.